3-2 to Suarez. 1 out in the bottom of the 13th. Pitch, ground ball to short, to second, to first, and they turn the double play in the bottom of the 13th. First and second, no outs, and they get the strikeout and get the double play and get out of the jam. First pitch from Bizzardo to off. Wow. First pitch, fastball up. The 1-0 count after the double, putting a runner in scoring position here in the 14th. Second pitch, got a sinker fouled off to the third base side. Both teams have had opportunities here in extra innings, neither of them cashing in, as the 1-1 pitch is a fastball sinker high. Both teams having opportunities, runners in scoring position, pretty much every inning. Last inning, Tigers went 1-2-3. But the Mariners, after they don't score, knowing they'll get another chance, versus the Tigers, if they don't score here, it might be it for them, with the runner on second. As Cal Raleigh will talk to his pitcher. A 2-1 count here in the top of the 14th inning. Bizzardo has pitched in all 5 games of the series. Skubal today, 6 innings, 2 hits, 13 strikeouts, which is the most a winner-take-all game in MLB history. Kirby started for the Mariners, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. And as you can hear, the actual commentators, Leo Rivas tied the game in his first playoff swing of his career. And so now, finally, the 2-1 pitch is going to be a slider in there. The scouting report said throw the sliders for the Mariners. They have taken that to heart, throwing plenty of them here since the 7th inning. The 2-2 pitch. Slider, sinker, and they called strike 3. Caught the corner of the zone, and Meadows goes down looking for the second out of the inning. They got the pitch on the inside. Umpire didn't call it at first, but Meadows knew it. And so here comes the pitchers. The pitching coach is Luis Castillo. Comes on to pitch in the top of the 14th with 2 outs and a runner on second. I'll be back in a minute. The winner of this series plays on Sunday, so Game 1 might go to the Blue Jays, as both teams using plenty of their pitchers here in these extra innings. Castillo pitched in Game 2, as you see on the screen, 4 2/3 innings, 1 hit, but 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. And today is the first relief appearance of his MLB career. Over a decade since he has been a reliever. As the first pitch is a 4-seam on the outside corner for a strike to Javier Baez, who is 1 for 5, who doubled in the 6th, scored a run, but is hitting .323 here in these playoffs. And a sinker, and popped up to Naylor, and that'll end the inning as Luis Castillo comes in, slams the door, and Naylor, Rivas, and Robles will come up in the bottom of the 14th. Plenty of pitching used in this game. 14 pitchers, as Josh Naylor will lead it off here in the bottom of the 14th. Takes a knuckle curve for a strike on the outside corner. Naylor 3 for 5, a double, 2 singles with a stolen base, and scored a run. That run, I believe, was scored on the next batter's hit, as there's a swing and a miss at a low slider. to fall in an 0-2 gap to Zach Flaherty. Plenty of pitching used, as I've said, as there's a fastball up. But the pitching will impact whoever wins this game on Sunday. With only 1 day rest for all these pitchers, those starters that have pitched in this one won't be able to pitch, which is at least 3 starters for the Mariners, and for sure 2 for the Tigers, possibly a 3rd. I don't have stat sheet out or anything. ESPN, real app. There's a ground ball to the second baseman, and Naylor will ground out to second. I believe that was Gleyber Torres. And that was the first out of the 14th. Wow, that just sounds crazy to hear. Now batting. I'm sure my voice sounds awful right now. Now batting, I believe it's Will Rivas, had the game-tying hit in the 7th inning on his first career postseason swing as he takes ball 1 low. Leo Rivas, sorry. Single, walk, RBI. His 4th plate appearance as he takes a fastball outside, 2-0. An 8:08 scheduled game as it is now 12:47 Eastern Time. 2-0 is going to get called strike on the slider. Might have been low. Might have caught the corner. Hard to tell. Right on the corner. Hard to tell if it actually got in that zone. As there's going to be a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. And now it is a 2-2 count. Rivas, I believe, making his postseason debut tonight. The rookie made a big impact in this game so far, as he looks to get on base here in the bottom of the 14th. A 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and he'll strike out. 2 down as Victor Robles comes up. Victor Robles, former Nat, believe was with them when they won it all in 2019. Robles, 1 for 4 today. Takes ball 1 high on a 4-seam fastball. He doubled and was hit by a pitch on a bunt on a very controversial call, as at first look, as he takes ball 2 high, first look looked like it hit straight on his hand on the bunt as he was pulling back. But then, as you slow down the replay, it actually appeared to have hit his bat. The Tigers did challenge it, but there's not enough evidence. As the 2-0, ball inside on another 4-seam fastball, 3-0 to the righty. So after review, the call standed, could not find the evidence, as Robles didn't even move out of, just bat on his shoulder as he takes I believe that was a slider, low and outside. 4-4. So now with 2 outs, there's a runner on first for J.P. Crawford. 0 for 5, 2 Ks, 2 flyouts, and a pop out. Robles doesn't have the sliding mitt strapped as J.P. Crawford takes a slider outside, not outside, outside corner for a strike. Down and out. Ball 1 on the 4-seam fastball above the zone. Would not be surprised if Robles tries to get a steal here, as they need a runner in scoring position for a base hit to win the game, walk it off. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, way over that one, as he tried to hit that one out of the ballpark. As he falls into a 1-2 count. Flaherty looking to make him 0 for 6, shaking off pitches, and catcher will call time and go out to talk to him. Flaherty wasn't agreeing with the pitch calls, shook him off multiple times before, I believe, Dingler's the catcher. Dingler, a double in the last inning, who was the runner stranded on second base. The 1-2 pitch. Strikeout outside, but they're going to get him stealing. And Robles cut down trying to steal second on ball 2. And that'll end the 14th inning. We are headed to inning 15. Luis Castillo staying in the game as the winner of this takes on Toronto in Toronto on Sunday. Toronto won 3 out of 4 against the Yankees, as Vladimir Guerrero Jr., as you see here, home runs in the first 3 games of the series, and it'll be the Jays' first ALCS since 16, as Castillo throws Kerry Carpenter a strike on the outside corner to get the 15th inning started. And a foul ball to the third base side makes it 0-2 to Kerry Carpenter, who's reached base all 6 plate appearances, 3 singles, a home run, a walk, and an intentional walk. Now this is the 15th inning. I went to the Guardians-Rays 15-inning 1-0 game 3 years ago, as ball 1 has a fastball way up in the zone. That game ended in a Oscar Gonzalez solo home run, as Kerry Carpenter chases the fastball at his face, and that'll be Castillo's first strikeout, as there's now 1 down. Got the 4-seam fastball at his eyes. You can see his face when he swings at it, not very happy at all with that swing attempt, as Gleyber Torres swings through a high fastball. That one in the zone now. First strike 1. He's 0 for 5, but did walk in the 8th. That'll be a slider on the outside. 86 miles per hour for ball 1. Castillo lined. Fastball up, 2-1 count. A long game like this early in the playoffs is really going to hurt these teams in the long run, because these pitchers are all going to need rest, as there's a fastball swung on and missed. These pitchers are all going to need rest, which is going to let the other team likely get up to a 1, maybe even a 2-game lead. That series, though, is best of 7, so there is a chance to come back, but just very unlikely to come back from a 2-0 lead. 1-0, yes. 2-0 is unlikely, as the 2-2 slider outside. And a 3-2 pitch coming up to Gleyber. Wow. 1 a.m. almost. The 3-2 pitch to Gleyber Torres. Drove in to right. Foul ball. Not sure where that hit, whether it was off the wall or above it, but it was a foul ball regardless. You're going to need to replay that one to see. Hard to tell with that camera angle. It was driven to right, looked foul off the bat. Actually, one-hopped the fence foul. And so the second 3-2 pitch Raleigh gonna select it on his button on his right knee. And it's another, actually that's a four-seam fastball coming in on Torres, which is gonna get fouled off to the first base side. Four-seam fastball with a lot of movement for Castillo, making it look like it's almost a slider, or at the very least, a two-seam, as there is a sinker ground ball to Suarez, who's going to toss it over to Naylor at first to get the second out of the inning. 2 outs now, as there are 5 pitchers remaining for the Mariners. Ferguson, Hancock, Miller, Vargas, and Jackson. That is, I'm assuming, all bullpen pitchers. As the first pitch, a four-seam fastball popped up, foul, but I believe that's Robles. Robles or Polanco will make the catch out in left field in foul territory to end the top of the 15th. J.P. Crawford, Randy Arozarena, and the Cal Raleigh coming up, winning back. The second salmon run here at the Mariners game. I've never seen this before, but this is absolutely hilarious, especially as it happens for the second time. That's how many innings this game has been here in the bottom of the 14th. J.P. Crawford had a 2-2 count on him when Robles was caught stealing in the last inning. So now he gets a fresh count here in the 15th. As a new pitcher, Tommy Conley, I'm hoping that's right, 66 games this season. I believe that's at a 4.43 ERA. As J.P. Crawford will lead it off. The righty pitcher and the lefty batter's first pitch is a 93-mile-per-hour four-seam outside. J.P. Crawford 0 for 5. That last at bat with Robles caught stealing had his 2-2 ended on the ball. It was a, wow, let me restart. It was a 2-2 count, and ball 2 was the ball thrown when he was thrown out, as there was a strike there while I was forgetting how to speak English. And that is a changeup outside, 2-1 to J.P. Crawford. .460th pitch of the game, if you didn't hear it from the announcers, is a swing and a miss on a fastball up in the zone. As J.P. Crawford now back again at a 2-2 count. Didn't get to see a 2-2 pitch last inning, and he'll get it here. 2-2 pitch, no one out here in the bottom of the 15th. Conley, and that's going to get roped into right for a base hit. And J.P. Crawford is aboard with no one out here in the first, as Randy Arozarena and Cal Raleigh coming up. Randy Arozarena set the single postseason home runs record. I believe that was in 2020 when he was with the Tampa Bay Rays. No clue if that still stands, to be honest. But if he can channel that right here, this crowd would be crazy, as he gets hit with the first pitch right on the elbow guard. And so Randy Arozarena, who's 0 for 5, gets hit, and that'll put runners on first and second with nobody out for Cal Raleigh, who you cannot walk right here and put a runner on third with no one out. You have to pitch to him, which is just as dangerous. The big dumper batting lefty against the righty pitcher. He hit lefty in the Derby when he won it this year. As Conley, first pitch, a fastball, middle low in the zone, maybe a little bit on the outside half. He is 1 for 4 today, a single, a walk, and an intentional walk earlier. As the 0-1 pitch to Raleigh. Ball down low on the changeup. from across the country away, I can feel the tenseness in that stadium as Raleigh is in the box with the season, not really the season on the line, but the Tigers' season on the line, as a four-seamer up in the zones fouled back in a 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch to Cal Raleigh in the bottom of the 15th. Popped up to center. And the center fielder will make the catch, and they're tagging to third, and no one will get the cutoff. And it'll be an easy runner to third, and probably second too. And so it'll be second and third with one out as Randy and J.P. Crawford tag on Cal Raleigh's flyout. An interesting play there, as it wasn't very deep, but no one was there for the cutoff. So the ball kind of just rolled. And they will intentionally walk Julio Rodriguez to load the bases here in the bottom of the 15th. In my first video on my YouTube channel, you can see my walk-off single at the end. We had the bases loaded, down 1, 2 outs. The runner on first base, before that pitch, that was the first pitch of the at-bat, the runner on first base almost got picked off. And I'm thinking in my head, you are literally just there to make it easier on the defense, and that is why Julio Rodriguez just got walked. As Jorge Polanco, 0 for 5, with the bases loaded, swings and misses on a changeup down in the zone. This is where legends are made in Seattle. Polanco, 2 home runs off Skubal in Game 2 as he takes a strike outside. Takes a fastball outside. Takes a fastball outside for a ball. 1-1 pitch. Bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 15th. A ground ball could result in a double play as there is a changeup outside, ball 2. The Tigers have turned a double play in these extra innings with multiple runners on in scoring position even. Already this extras. Can they do it again? Pitch to Polanco, ground ball fouled down the first base line. And now a 2-2 pitch will be coming up. One out, bottom of the 15th. 2-2 is the score. 2-2 count. Bases loaded to Polanco. Ball down low. And now, this pitch could end it if it is not in the zone. You have to throw a fastball here, I feel. As the 3-2, 1 out, bases loaded to Polanco. The pitch, base hit into right, and that'll end it. Jorge Polanco is a Seattle legend as the Mariners are headed to the ALCS. After 15 innings and exactly 5 hours of baseball, the Seattle Mariners win it 3-2 and are headed to Toronto for the ALCS. Jorge Polanco with the bases loaded, 1 out, single into right to bring in J.P. Crawford from third. Thank you for watching this video. A long game, as I just said. Game started at 8:08, and it is now 1:08, and it'll be the Mariners' 4th ALCS, first since 2001, as the Tigers, a rough loss, many opportunities, but some great defense and great pitching from both bullpens will end it here in the bottom of the 15th. As I was saying, thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you shortly.